Welcome to the Asia Pacific Amateur Championship. The winner this week will begin a life-changing journey.
The Asia Pacific Amateur Championship is probably the biggest amateur event in the Asia Pacific region, mainly because the winner gets an invitation to the Masters tournament as well as the Open Championship.
High stakes, down under.
The winner of this event gets the key to the city. It just opens up every possible door. It's huge.
All the players aspire to compete in this event and to play for a prize which money can't buy.
It's a one-in-a-lifetime opportunity to be part of this.
Everybody knows what the grand prize is. You know, you get to go play in the Masters, and I think everybody who's here is eyeing for that prize.
Mighty Sampson.
Oh, that's incredible.
Master class.
I aspire to win majors, and get into play at Augusta would be a dream come true.
This is a guy who is a global superstar in the amateur game.
I've always dreamt of playing there. That putt, when it started tracking, I thought right there and then I'd punch my ticket to the Masters.
Jasper Stubbs, yes!
For these kids who might not ever make it over to the United States to see Augusta National.
Hello, friends. Welcome to this tradition unlike any other, the Masters.
You go out there and have 4 good days, your dreams are going to become reality.
Australia is vast and diverse, a unique country and continent. Here, the rugged outback is endless, as is the breathtaking coastline, all the way to the iconic Great Barrier Reef. Down under, embracing the outdoors is a way of life. Golf's roots in Australia date back to the 19th century, and today it boasts over 1,800 courses. The Sandbelt region is one of the country's golfing cradles, so its crown jewel, Royal Melbourne, was the perfect setting to host the 14th edition of the Asia Pacific Amateur Championship.
This year, the Asia Pacific Amateur is in Australia. I think it's 120 players this week representing 37 different countries in the Asia Pacific region. The really cool thing about this event is we're discovering some of the world's next great golfers here before anybody else, which is pretty special.
This is going to be your credential. Meters? Yeah.
Many of these players will go on to turn professional and be able to compete at a high professional level.
Pull it down just a little bit.
This championship has been going now since 2009, and it's been a breeding ground for some tremendous players who've come through and progressed to the highest levels of professional golf. Hideki Matsuyama, Cameron Smith, Cam Davis, C.T. Pan.
24 PGA Tour winners have come out of the Asia Pacific, and over 120 victories around the world. So just when you look at that part of it, it's been a huge success.
Royal Melbourne, that's what I'm looking forward to seeing.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
One of the things that the Asia Pacific Amateur Championship does really well is select venues that are absolutely iconic in the region. If you just talk to any of the professional golfers, they would say that this is easily one of the top 3 golf courses in the world.
Royal Melbourne and Augusta National share the same architect in Dr. Alistair Mackenzie. There are certainly some similarities between both golf courses, but the Sandbelt golf courses here in Melbourne are unlike anywhere else.
Royal Melbourne is the oldest continuously active golf club in Australia. We've hosted 3 President's Cups, 16 Australian Opens. I can't imagine a better course to test a player to play in the Masters than here at Royal Melbourne.
Australia is really one of the powerhouses of the region. Last year, an Australian, Harrison Crowe, won the championship in dramatic fashion. And this year, nobody knows these conditions better than the Australian boys.
My sister is a member here, so I've played here a lot. It's always firm and fast, the course here at Royal Melbourne, but this week it's just another level and it really feels like you're almost playing in a major championship.
The Australians have a great advantage over the field, but we don't know who are going to be superstars of the future.
We're at one of the top courses in the world. It is a championship setup, and it just creates a whole different feel, I think, from most other amateur events.
Royal Melbourne presents a true test of golfing prowess. It's going to separate the best players, there's no doubt about that. And the guy who comes through on Sunday and wins is going to have some truly life-changing opportunities to look forward to.
Cool, windy day here in Melbourne. What a nice honor for Australia's own Jasper Stubbs hitting the opening tee shot at the Asia Pacific Amateur Championship.
And absolutely pipes it.
The first round of the Asia Pacific Amateur was underway, and making noise early was a young Aussie and a neighboring Kiwi.
Kazuma Kabori from New Zealand continuing his sensational 2023 season.
How do you summarise your opening round here?
If you'd given me 5 under at the start of the day, I would have taken that in a heartbeat.
Local star Jasper Stubbs should be proud of a round of 68.
First time playing in the event, and I had a lot of fun, and I played well as a result of it. So.
The second round saw another challenger emerge. China's Wenyi Ding moved up the leaderboard to tie for the lead.
He is rolling right now, making it look easy.
Yeah. Also making headlines was India's Kartik Singh. At 13 years old, he is believed to have been the youngest player to ever make the cut at the Asia Pacific Amateur. His achievement validated India's focus on developing its junior golf program.
As far as popularity is concerned, people who really play golf in India are in the age group of 30 plus. They mainly do it for networking. If you're a member of a golf course, you're looked upon as a fluent person.
Nobody in my family had ever even heard of golf. We didn't know how it was played, how expensive it was. Especially in India, the game can be pretty expensive. We didn't have a golf course within 2 hours of where I lived, so it was pretty hard to practice.
The one thing that we really lack is the infrastructure. I mean, we don't have that many golf courses in India as they have in other parts of the world.
Real estate is an issue, and that is a challenge. But ever since it became an Olympic sport, there are kids who are taking on to the game. So we're trying to take golf to the schools, and junior golf is something that is progressing.
Kartik Singh is the symbol of that progression. His rising star, seen as a catalyst to grow the game in India.
Kartik is the pride of India, and I think he has the ability, because of his age, to start a phenomenon.
There aren't that many professional golfers from India. Hopefully I can inspire more people to pursue golf as a career.
We need prodigies, we need people like him. He will be a great ambassador for the game and also for us, and he will help us get more people into the game.
In the third round, the elements and the leaderboard changed dramatically. Many stumbled, but China's Samson Zhang shot a round for the ages.
Gusts in excess of 30 miles an hour, but somehow Samson Zhang's having the round of his life.
Go ahead, Samson.
Oh, that's incredible. From an amateur point of view, I doubt I've ever seen a round this good in these conditions.
Samson, you are now the new amateur record holder on the composite course. The rest of the top 10 were cumulative, 31 over par.
Yeah, it felt like I was playing a different golf course today. Everything just kind of went my way, but I got 18 holes to play tomorrow, and I'm going to keep my gas pedal down.
Samson is the only player at this point in red figures, but job not done yet.
There's a few players out there that just want to close that gap. There's been a few comebacks over the years since this championship started. They got to chase Samson down.
Getting set for the final round of the Asia Pacific Amateur Championship with a spot in the Masters and the Open up for grabs.
Entering the final round, Samson Zhang held a comfortable lead, but then tension intervened.
What a difference a day makes. And that's actually a 6 for Samson. 2 shots of a lead has gone straight away.
Jasper Stubbs and Wenyi Ding took advantage of the unexpected opportunity.
Stubbs to get to 2 over. Oh yeah, not out of it yet. Phenomenal shot, Wenyi Ding. He's putting together quite a round here. And a 2 for Ding. Does it have enough? No.
Well, that helps the cause for Stubbs and Ding.
Here is Jasper Stubbs, this for birdie at 17. Look out! Jasper Stubbs.
Sampson has to get it up and down.
My goodness
what a
gracious,
shot.
how good is that?
Gutsy par at the last. And we have a three-way playoff.
Right now, the player that's in the hottest form over the last couple of hours is Stubbs. He's put up 7 shots over his last 12 holes. Best approach shot we've seen at 18 today.
When you ding.
Another very aggressive shot.
Even better.
And the pressure back on Samson Zheng.
Now it's out of his control now.
Jasper Stubbs. Yes! And it falls on Wen Yi Ding to match. Oh my goodness! Talk about clutch.
Wow.
And that's it for Samson Zheng. Now we're down to 2. They'll go to 18 again.
Oh, this is right. This is no good at all.
You see that ball in the bunker. The advantage swings back to Stubbs.
What a putt!
This is some incredible golf.
Now the pressure is on Wen Yi Ding. Wow. What a turn of events. Now, this short putt for Jasper Stubbs. Aussie rules. Down under. Jasper Stubbs has won the 2023 Asia Pacific Amateur Championship.
Jasper, you played the very first tee shot of this championship. You're sitting here as our champion. Just how special is it?
My caddy said to me on the walk off the first tee, it'd be pretty awesome to have the first shot and the last putt on Sunday, and it's stuff I could only dream of, really, and I'm just really excited for April now. It's going to be pretty nuts to play in the Masters and see how I go. Currently living in Melbourne, Victoria. When I'm not playing tournament golf, I work for my old man.
You just want the one? Yeah, just one.
He owns a skip bin business, delivering bins to construction and residential housing to fill up, and when he's done with that, he brings them back to me and I'll sort out what he brings back.
We'll just hand load the bricks into the bucket and put it into the
Easy, no problem. All right, sweet, do that.
We sort timber, brick, metal, a whole variety of products, and they go to different recycling centres.
Amateurs are a little bit different to pro golfers in that we don't make any money when we go to the events that we play, and that obviously makes it very tough to continue doing what we're doing. So having to make some money outside of golf is definitely something we need to do.
It was important to instill a really good work ethic in Jasper. Whatever pathway he takes, that work ethic needs to be there for him to be able to do what he does in life. And at the moment, it's playing golf.
Dad's been a good boss to me. He's very lenient when I need to go train, so that was the big thing about working for him that beats any other boss.
I've given him much more time off to prepare to play in the Masters. That's my job, not just as his boss, but as his dad.
I train pretty much every day, and I don't think that I'd be in the position I am today if he didn't let me go do what I was doing, playing golf.
Jasper's work ethic and skill helped him become a member of the Golf Australia team. That gives him access to train at their high-performance facility. With the Masters just weeks away, his focus was on preparing specifically for Augusta.
We provide a training environment with a world-class sports science and sports medicine team at the Australian Golf Centre here. There's no doubt that this is going to be Jasper's biggest challenge so far in his career, but he's got a really strong team around him that's given him grounding in terms of where he needs to be.
Do you feel that through the core as well as you're working that?
A little bit, but it's more like in my left glute. At the moment, I'm working on a lot of connection to my lower body and between that and my upper torso, because as everyone knows, Augusta's pretty slopey, so having a strong lower body to be able to balance yourself is pretty important.
You're not a Masters player at 13, but you have the characteristics that you become a Masters player, and I saw that many, many years ago in the way he would go about his training.
Everyone's always in the pursuit of trying to get better, whether it's get longer, get straighter, get more consistent. So I think it's super important to have a team of people to push you to the next level that you want to reach.
We're really fortunate in the facility that we've got that we can simulate as best we can a lot of the situations that Jasper will be facing, the different lies, the slopes, and then just sort of send him on his way with a good skill set to take on Augusta.
Feels like I'm starting to be able to control my rotation around my core because of my legs are good.
We're tracking along really nicely. I can see massive growth in his exercises, his golf swing. Jasper's ready for the moment. He's been working on it for a long time. He's got some things to show, and we'll just let him put on that show.
Jasper put on quite a show during the final round of the Asia Pacific Amateur. However, he wasn't the first member of the Stubbs family to win big at Royal Melbourne.
I'm a junior at South Dakota State University and I play golf there. But when I was 17, I was lucky enough to become a member at Royal Melbourne. I played in the club championship my very first time and won. I've always had good memories there, but we couldn't imagine that Jasper's life would change on that course.
It's pretty nice to put my name up on a board there as well as hers. It's pretty cool to have that history between the two of us at such a prestigious golf course like Royal Melbourne.
To actually see him win at that golf club was amazing, and now he's going to play Augusta. He's going to play the Masters in Augusta.
When the invitation came, it was amazing. Finally sunk in that I get to play in the Masters.
Mr. Jasper Stubbs. Who's that?
Growing up, we definitely watched every minute of the Masters that we could. To go from something that you watch on TV to then go and watch my brother play is going to be unbelievable.
He could probably tell you more about the Masters than, most people.
Yeah, that slope there always brings it back to the hole.
Yeah.
When Adam Scott won in 2013, it was pretty cool to watch what he did to Australian golf, and it'd be cool to be the second to put my name on the list of Aussies to win the Masters.
Oh, come on, Aussie! Go, Jazz!
The impact of Adam Scott's win at Augusta still reverberates in Australia. Now, Jasper follows in his footsteps, hoping he can also inspire others at home when he tees off at the Masters.
Jasper's time at Augusta will be further continuance of the building of the Australian game in the international sphere. And it'll be great to see such a young player like that waving the Australian flag.
For any athlete in Australia to wear the green and gold like Jasper will is so powerful. So what we hope is that he inspires a nation to play more golf.
I still need to finish off my prep to be able to go there and compete how I want to, but it's definitely tracking along quite nicely and I can't wait.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
I'm just going to stretch real quick and then we'll leave.
Yeah. I can't wait to get out there and see what it's like with all the people, because I've heard that obviously how many people are there or will be there. And yeah, it's going to be pretty cool to actually see it. This is the yardage book cover for the 2024 Masters tournament. Name engraved on it, which is pretty cool. Yeah, it's definitely real now. Putting Augusta National into maps feels pretty weird. Morning, how are we doing?
Doing well, man. Ready to go?
Ready to go.
Yes, sir. Hit them
Ready
well.
to do it. Cheers. Thank you very much. Cheers.
Welcome back, guys.
Coming to Augusta, it's obviously always spoken about how perfect it is. Good morning. And I think it definitely lives up to that expectation. And I think the crowds is the thing that's going to be the biggest eye-opener for me. Ready to go. It's going to be different to any other week that I've ever experienced. I'm going to try and hit like a cut, sort of off like the right edge of that grandstand in the back there.
That's perfect.
Piece of cake.
Piece of cake.
Here goes Stubbs.
Americans are going, go Stubbs! It's like, you know who I am.
Everywhere you look around, Augusta National has a famous shot connected to it. So I think when you're in that spot, you're always thinking of how the people before you have played it.
I want to hit the Louis shot, like go up there, hit the 4-iron down, but you need the right wind to be able to give it to yourself. Like I'm not just going to go there and hit it. Second albatross in Masters history, man. Chicken salad, chicken salad. That's Melbourne bunker play for you.
It was so lovely out there today. It's so relaxed. Thursday, the tension will be there. We just got to prepare ourselves for that and see what comes.
Goes in.
A practice round in front of thousands of patrons allowed Jasper to soak in the challenge of Augusta National. Then came an extra special tradition, a night in the crow's nest, the rooms reserved for amateur qualifiers.
Dude, Royal Melbourne is pure.
Have you played?
We played Junior President's Cup there, 2019. Thought it was like the best place ever.
Yeah. You ever been to Melbourne?
No. I want to go.
Make the trip.
I was supposed to play PGA Tour Oz qualifying this week, but I made the Masters, so I don't get to play final qualifying.
Don't worry, I'm in the same boat.
Staying up in the crow's nest, we're just talking basically the whole night about this week and then what's to come in the future. It was cool.
Oh, Masters in-room dining.
We're getting breakfast, I know that.
Dinner until 10. Like that. Anyone hungry?
Jasper's Asia Pacific amateur win means he traveled 9,800 miles from home and into the rarefied air of the Masters. There, the moment beckoned to turn his dream into reality.
I think I've been waiting for this moment, I guess, all my life. And now that I'm finally here, it's definitely living up to the expectations that I'd put on it as a kid.
4, please, Jasper Stubbs, now driving.
I'm loving every minute of it so far, and I'm going to be able to compare myself to the best players in the world, and no matter how I play, it's just going to be an amazing experience.